Hey everybody! Look who's back. I don't know who's back, but you know.
Shady.
Oh, yeah. Tell a friend. So we're gonna go ahead and possibly finish the game today. For this here session. Asteroid Coaster. So it's the same kind of feeling as in a way as Sonic Adventure or the one place.
Kind of crazy how three of the northbound, or north and south interstates hit Tennessee.
Huh.
Like, I mean, 55 barely, but 65 and 75 of the northbound interstates.
Oh yeah.
Interstates going up and down in a 5.
Huh.
Interstates going left and right, and a 0. However, you do have some that are more like that are kind of like connectors between two interstates.
Oh yeah.
That have have different numbers.
Yeah.
Like the one that goes from like Chattanooga to Nashville, it's not a regular interstate. That's like 24.
Huh.
I think it also goes into Kentucky.
Oh yeah. Hey Sylvester.
140 is supposed to go further, and it will one day. The 140 is the, what Pellissippi becomes on 40 through Knoxville. Yeah.
That's some good information on Sonic.
I thought okay, he says so much fur, I thought his collar was calling there for a second.
Oh, you think you could get that door real quick?
Sylvester, can you get that door? Gonna lay there and be cute. Okay, he's just gonna lay there and be cute.
Yeah. Well, he ain't getting the door then. Eggman just quietly talking in the background is what. Like, Eggman, do I care? Kitty. Oh yeah, this is some annoying stuff. Like, typically I don't mind these gravity changing stuff as much, but the way this game has it set up is kind of dumb. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you have this thing. This wish.
This is in-game. Well, okay, is this kind of in-game now? But this is like the weird stuff you do before you go fight the final boss.
Probably what they kind of set it up for, even though this isn't really the last area. It's just,
It's the fake last area.
Yeah.
Like real fake doors.
Of course, in a way that, I could have done this before some of the other levels. I just saved it for last because it is more of a last area. I do like the music in this area, this set of levels, though. I mean, once again, this game has some decent music, like most Sonic games do.
Apparently, none of the interstates run through North Dakota.
What about South Dakota?
I guess they don't go through Vermont either. No one dips into Vermont, barely. They don't go through New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
So I just realized, how many of these levels actually have these buildings set up like this. Like, I guess supposed to be like Eggman setting up the theme park and everything. Or different attractions. Let's see here. It almost sounds like the music's messing up in a way, but it's just the way the music is. Not like auto-tuning. It's, that whole thing was messed up.
The interstate connects 45 of the state's capitals.
Oh. Here. Wow, that's interesting, but I sure don't care. Right.
Yeah.
Like that Sonic Adventure meme. There's this, obviously it was at an end, but it was funny. There was a weird camera thing there. I've been playing Cameo Elements of Power recently.
If you're ever in La Follette, Tennessee, go to Mug's Ice Cream.
Cool. Now, why did you interrupt my very important conversation there?
Because Mug's Ice Cream is really good.
That is true. But, I've been playing that Cameo Elements of Power game. Like, it was one of the... I think it was one of the launch games for the 360, or at least came out the same year.
Yeah.
It was like one of two rare games to come out on 360 that year. The other one was Perfect Dark Zero. Well, anyway, yeah, Cameo's, it's been a fun game so far. It's interesting, but kind of weird, kind of a sort of a control scheme that takes a little getting used to, but it's, not too bad. That's what I'm saying, Sylvester. I need to get that checkpoint. Thank you. Oh, wait. I think that was an instant death thing. Or as a death thingy, I think. I could be wrong, but,
I've had a lot of fun with Oblivion, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm ready for it to be done. I've been playing it for so long.
Yeah. Some games just kind of go on longer than they need to, even if they're really good.
I'm making progress on the story, don't get me wrong, and I've gotten pretty strong. I was finally able to clear out the... forgot the name of the place, but it's basically full of elves and vampires.
Ah.
That place, I kept dying so easily in there, and I finally came back with maxed out strength and maxed out endurance, and I just went on a slaughtering spree.
So, don't you love this in games where you're supposed to be encouraged to go fast, where you have to wait a while for things to happen, for things to move? I don't even like that in games that don't encourage just going fast all the time. Like, even though, yeah, technically it only takes seconds to get through, it's still, annoying to deal with. Well, now the cat wants out.
We'll see.
We'll see. I think he wants out. Come on, slave, go get it. Oh yeah, the new Rick and Morty episode new Rick and Morty season started last night.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Well, okay, it didn't. Well, it won't be last night by the time this comes out, of course, but But it was an alright episode.
I stopped watching after season 3.
Now, there was a funny... I mean, there's still some good episodes even after season 3, but
Did you know what the M in Mario stands for? My oh my. Nazis are a good thing.
Luigi. But, but I was watching, it, and, doesn't it just scream Sonic to you? You know, this just has that classic Sonic feel to it.
This makes me think more of Crash Bandicoot.
Was I say, or Mario or something? Marion. Or probably more like Donkey Kong Country, but...
Conky Dong.
Yes.
Donkey Dong.
I couldn't really get into those games. Ow. Whoa! Ah! Wah! Ah! That's what this game is it's a C tier game. But of course the premise is really ridiculous because it was supposed to be like let's see, it was supposed to be like, so Morty and Summer were stuck in this thing where it's supposed to be like the equivalent of like many years have passed, and yeah, it's supposed to be the equivalent of many years have passed, and because like this whole thing about like everyone was talking about how it, you should always return a charger if you borrow it or something like that.
Uh-huh.
But it was like, you know, it's just done in a really ridiculous way. But then the only reason they were in there for as long as they were was because Rick had fallen asleep or something. As they were, you know, they had only been in there for like a few hours, or you know, so many hours. But like, you know, in the simulation, it was supposed to be like so many years, and like Morty had he had gotten arrested or something, and then gone to jail for so many years, and then like there was like a war going on where something about like this. You'd have to see the episode, but it was dumb. Ah crap! I keep missing that thing over there. Do 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 do. But yeah, it was so stupid. See, again, that shit. Now I thankfully just went ahead and got the S rank, but like that should have just been like a side mission or something. A cutscene.
Cutscene.
What is this place? Whoa.
It's your mom.
This is where he converts them into the strange, negative aliens with the freaking energy.
Oh, there you are. I thought I lost you for a second. Did you find anything interesting? Look at all of them. He's captured thousands of aliens.
Don't worry. We'll get them out.
Sonic, I haven't seen Yaga for a while.
I sure don't care, Tails.
Who's that?
That little alien that's been with him in the cutscenes. That Wisp. Gosh, Sega was obsessed with or whoever was obsessed with using the wisps in all like nearly all the games since this game came out. Until the only game, even counting spin-offs except for Sonic Boom, the only game the game that's part of the mainline thing that didn't use wisps was so far has been Sonic Frontiers.
Sonic front tires.
Which at some point we'll get to that. Ruh. Yes. Well, that sure. That just happened. Ah! Not do it. See, that kind of humor was funnier. It just feels like there's so much type of humor that just needs to be exclusive to just people using it, you know? Just like, not some movies doing stuff, you know what I mean?
Gosh, you're worth it.
Like a bunch of fart jokes. That should be relegated to just people making them, and not some big company going, ha ha ha, look, they farted, you know.
Farted. You know, yeah, I'm playing Pokemon Yellow again.
Code
It's
Yellow.
definitely unfair that they just throw you a Pikachu. It's like, alright, first gym is Rock. Try that, douchebag. Means you can't win with a Pikachu. Like, even through sheer attrition, you can't. Like,
Yeah.
you have to get somebody else.
It's part of the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you can either get a Nidoran to evolve to a Nidorino and let him use Double Kick, or you can do what I do, catch a Mankey, raise it up, and it will use a fighting move, and it's strong against Rock.
I don't believe you in the slightest bit. I remember I got Pokemon Yellow like officially from back when Nintendo was smarter and had an eShop or you know a virtual console. Well,
Yeah.
that wasn't a smart move of me, but I was still able to make it.
Yeah, I don't know why they won't re-release them on the Switch. I wonder if it started affecting sales of newer Pokemon games, to which I say, make better new Pokemon games.
Yeah. Sounds like Nintendo's almost trying to run a monopoly of some kind sometimes. Where like, you know, that whole lawsuit with Power World
Yeah.
and like how Power World has had to change some stuff or basically had to change some stuff because they probably wouldn't be a big enough company to take on Nintendo.
Yeah, a few people are.
You know what was funny though? Is apparently there's this small shop that's called like has something to do with Mario. This like little shop that had some kind of name like the name Mario in it or something like that. But you know it's probably just named after someone who is named Mario or last name Mario or something. And well, Nintendo tried to do something about that. And well, surprisingly, Nintendo lost. And apparently one of the things that helped them win, even though they had some Mario some Mario stuff on it, some bootleg Mario stuff, the fact that it was bootleg actually helped them. And that's just hilarious. Like, because you would think that the bootlegging thing would be like a horrible thing and they would just automatically lose, but like, because it's not official Nintendo stuff, you know, it was something about that. I don't remember every single detail. I remember hearing Arlo talk about it, but like, it was just funny. Baha, baha.
Trying to find a Mankey, dang it.
A make it. So what was I gonna say? But that's just funny. But yeah, Nintendo has got like who else got the was?
I think one of those YouTubers that says Godin
Yeah,
and like instead of pattern, say pattern.
pattern.
Oh, that one drives me up the wall. Pattern. The pattern. Or the worst is nuclear. It's nuclear.
How about Pack?
I just automatically write you off as special ed at that point.
So just about all of my kindergarten class then. Wait, do I need to destroy this thing? I can't remember. Do I need to destroy it?
Destroy it. Do I need to make out with it?
I think probably. There we go. See, like a game like this, like for all these Sonic games that have been like huge and stuff, and you know, this one being like just kind of a break from the bigger stories and all that stuff, like just being a little more lighthearted. I don't mind that part. They could have just definitely did better with the writing, but you know, I don't mind that part. I just didn't want it to be the norm, and unfortunately, it became the norm for a long time.
You know, I don't like what you're doing to my friends in there. It's messed up. So I'm gonna mess you up.
For me, Pokemon started going downhill game-wise with Gen 4.
Stretching. You got a problem with that?
Part of it's because the game ran like butt.
Yeah.
I mean, it ran like total doo-doo.
But it had that Nintendo quality.
Yeah, okay. They should have stuck with the art style from Gen 3 because the DS could not handle what they were doing.
Yeah.
Not in the way it was poorly optimized.
Yeah.
Now, Gen 6 was pretty good. I enjoyed that one, except for the dancing character.
Yeah. Boss. And here's a repeat of, like, the second boss we did.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Good lord. I mean, yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog also had repeated bosses, but it depended on the pathway you took.
Right.
No! I think that was one thing that got people to start, like, not liking Sonic Colors as much. Because, you know, back in when it first came out, there were quite a few people saying it's I mean, as JonTron once said, it was
it's spectacular.
Yeah. And, I mean, there was a point, like I said, I thought it was a pretty good game, but, again, that was at a time when I thought I was just, like, deathly ill, even though it was, like, practically nothing that I had. So, like, just about anything could have relieved me, you know.
Our son wants to plow you.
Our son would like to plow you. Try to get it underneath this thing and then use the rocket launcher. I like using the rocket launcher. So is that it? Oh no, not yet. Well. Oh, cool. 0 rings after having like several of them. I mean, I know how most Sonic games do that, but for a while they didn't do that. You know, they didn't just get rid of all your rings. If you had a certain number of them, you could still keep them. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, that was useful. That was pointless. You lying whore.
Dude, you lying whore.
Freaking Brutal Moose.
We should review another darn PC game.
I thought you wanted to just go back to not reviewing PC games or something, or what was it?
No, I want him to go back to reviewing games instead of doing all his food stuff.
That's the thing about making YouTube your job. Your, like, main source of income.
You eventually settled on what works and not what's always best.
Yeah. See, I don't have income coming from YouTube. So I don't have to worry if I, you know, on any of these channels really. I mean, not that I even have enough to make money, but like still.
That was almost difficult.
Sonic, you did it!
Couldn't have done it without you.
What did I do?
Deserves some kind of reward.
Yeah, let's go to an amusement park or something.
All right, but one that's, you know, less.
What is the deal with 2000 Sonic and Eggman having freaking amusement? Actually, in all of them, why is there so many amusement parks?
Eggman.
You know, like the Carnival Zone and all that crap, you know?
Eggman has some. He probably didn't really have a real childhood, so he, you know.
Oh man, you know he needs his own like backstory movie, and it's just called Egg.
he was everything that happened to him as a child.
Maybe the writing should be stories where dialogue's never
really go.
What?
I don't know.
I was trying to imply it should be one of those games where like the dialogue's never completed.
Oh yeah.
It's always, but if you just
Yeah. Apparently, the Japanese writing is so much better. I think the Japanese writing is so much better in this game.
We? I don't remember you fighting off any insane robots.
True. Well, good job to you on inventing a translator that allowed us to
but
figure out exactly what we needed to do so we weren't running around the park looking like idiots.
Sylvester.
That was me.
Good point. Either way, we can get out of this crazy place and go home.
Looks like the aliens are happy to be going home too. I think we're in the middle of a party.
The middle? We are the party. I think we're their guests.
Oh my gosh. They're just like, who do these guys think they are again? Failure. Ho ho.
Yo, I'm the freaking yellow rat from Pokemans. I love that one. Because it's always, wait, why does my door sound like Pikachu? And then it's that audio clip. You know which clip I'm talking about?
I can't remember.
Hang on. Okay, that's not it. There's a specific audio to this one.
There's a Pacific audio. Uh-oh, he's about to do it. Wee. See, now, you didn't see the other side of the moon where it was...
Why does my door sound like Pikachu?
Yo, I'm the fucking yellow rat from Pokemon.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know where that originated, but it's just really funny. Yo, I'm the freaking yellow rat from Pokemon. Again, still the best reply to.
It's like,
There are starving kids in Africa that would love that food. Just reply with name 2.
it's over, isn't it? See, now that's not at all his voice after this game. Oh, jeez.
If you get A rank on everything, it shows the secret scene where they change his voice clip again.
Yes. That's totally true. Definitely not.
When I feel the ground shaking under my feet, see plumes of dust rising and rubble tumbling and aliens running for their lives, yeah, I get a bad feeling.
Oh, it's just like millennial humor, but before the millennials were even on these writing teams. Over-explained jokes. Brevity is the, what is it? Is it brevity is the companion of wit? Basically saying jokes that are shorter are better.
Yeah.
Yo, and the freaking yellow bat from Pokemons.
These are really annoying to deal with because when you die, like, there's no checkpoint on these. You can sometimes easily die. What about video games where, like, it's incredibly easy and then suddenly just become extremely hard?
The final boss in Kingdom Hearts 3. Seriously, I breezed through that game, and then final boss, and like, let me die.
Yeah. It's just like, could you not balance it out better? I'm assuming you didn't play on, like, easier mode.
Proud mode.
Okay. Well, see, that also gets on my nerves when people are like, why is this so hard playing on easier mode? No.
No, but the game was really easy up until the final boss.
Well, I know. Well, what I'm saying is that's also a thing that gets on my nerves is people are just like, when you have options for easier modes and they're having a very difficult time and they're getting annoyed, it's like, play on the easier mode. No! I'm one who thinks there is absolutely zero shame in playing on the easier mode. There is zero shame in that. Because it's a video game, it's not like real life where, you know... Hitting A and then it hits me anyway. Ah! And see, look, all that, and I have to start all over. And the timer doesn't even start all over.
Neat. Does your life start all over? Hmm?
Yeah.
I want a realistic Sonic game.
With
A realistic Hedgehog. That is how I want my Sonic game. I want it to be fast like a real hedgehog.
Ah.
I want it to be blue like a real hedgehog.
I want to not look at all like a real hedgehog, like a real hedgehog.
If it looks a thing like a fake hedgehog, I will scream.
I just want to
I will scream and cry and throw up. Which, I mean, where did that whole verbiage come from? Screaming and crying and throwing up.
I don't know.
Because it's like... like, why? It's screaming and crying and throwing up.
And now he's all sad and crying and fat and bad at sports.
What?
Oh, Family Guy. Remember when they was talking about Chris and he's like...
Fat and bad at sports.
There's something like that. And he's all sad and crying and fat and bad at sports or something like that. I didn't have time to react there.
The Nike commercial. Oh yeah, Nike commercial is one of the fake families.
Isn't this fun?
How do you know what's inside you? Unless you test yourself. Don't do 1 push-up. Do 100. Don't run 1 mile. Run a marathon. Don't have one family. Have a second family all the way across the country. Don't just have a second family. Have a third family in Santa Fe with an alternative lifestyle. Don't spend any time with the first 2 families. Make a commitment to family number 3 and double down by announcing it at his war hero father's retirement party.
Well, we got cutscene.
Don't go to the funeral.
It can't be.
It can't be.
There are no lines, and I've saved the best rides for last.
No!
So you can come back in.
I know you're trying to be clever with this whole amusement park fun thing, but it's just coming off lame.
Like all your jokes, Sonic.
Oof.
Stop embarrassing yourself.
Curse you, Sonic! Not only do you foil my plans, but you foil my speeches as well. I work hard. I will destroy you, and I will be
I will destroy you.
Here I am, once again, feeling love.
This robot is special. He's
He said victorious, so I just started singing the theme song.
Damn, I can't.
so I think it's been nice knowing you, but it
I have to admit I'm a little scared. I don't think we can
It was,
die.
I think one thing that people were, you know, probably a little happy to see, at least in this game, was to see that Eggman was the main villain again, like the last villain, and not a big creature, you know, betraying Eggman or something.
Yeah. You know, I really want in this game, or what I really need, not in this game, but what I need is I need a mixture of that theme song with Radioactive. So it's just something like, you know, here
Yeah.
I am
Let's
once
see.
again
Let's
with
see.
the chemicals.
Yeah, I've thought of that before years ago. I was just like,
I'm breathing in
The
ash
chemicals.
and, you know,
yeah.
I wipe my brow and my sweat and my rust. You just, but it's just Victoria Justice. Like,
Yeah.
that would be one of those like, there I ruined it type of deals.
Yeah. Spike. From Rugrats?
Good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Sylvester. Is there just a?
Yeah, he's on man.
There's no paw yet. I just like when you look under the door and you see a paw.
Yeah.
It's like they don't get it.
I know. Cube. Spike. Raw.
Raw. Breathing in the chemicals.
Yeah, see, I thought of that years ago. I remember thinking like, let's see, I'm breathing in the chemicals. What about how you can't listen to the normal song without thinking about the Weird Al version again? Inactive.
Something in Cheeto dust.
Yeah. And here we go, the pinch music or whatever you call it. Cube.
Okay. How did a wild Pidgey get 3 critical hits in a row?
Because you're in an epic battle with a Pidgey. I was in a really tough battle with a Rat-a-tat.
I almost caught it. It's like, why are all these kids that call you so retarded?
See, I was thinking of like having a sketch sometime, and it was like, you'll have some big dramatic thing, and then like you catch a, you know, you throw the Pokeball or whatever, and it's like, then you go, I gotta tell my friend about this. I was in an epic battle with a Rat-a-tat, right? But like you have like a really big dramatic scene about it, you know?
Yeah. I almost caught this Rattata. This Rattata.
Do, 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 do. Ba, ha, 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 ha. You. There we go.
Because remember, you got 2 other families to deal with and a marathon to train for. Don't just let Kenneth walk out of your life. Take his life from him. Don't just go to jail. Go to death row by killing the 2 other families. Don't just let anyone have their closure by apologizing. Send a message that you're not afraid of hell.
Send a message that you're not afraid of hell.
Notice, but our full name is Nigel.
That last joke is one of the best.
Cutscene.
Our real name is Nickel.
Who turned out the lights?
That's a new and original joke. There you go, another random CG, you know, like or pre-rendered, highly detailed cutscene.
So is this the real fake ending?
I got one last level to do, but I think it's kind of one of those not really a level, but it, you know, it is, but it isn't. You just gotta outrun that thing.
This might not end well.
Well.
Whale. Might not end whale. Oh jeez. Oh. I remember this part also being pretty hard on the in the DS version.
I need to find Sonic Rush.
Those games are alright. They're not as good as the Sonic Advance games, but they're alright. Well, at least the first one's alright. The second one's a little harder to... They added some mechanics that make it a little bit harder to, you know... You kind of have to get used to some things.
I feel like the music should have... He's a
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has that feel.
Well, they were trying... During this time, they were trying really hard to appeal to American audience. American
It's
kids.
literally U.S. flag in the background.
And that was the end of Sonic.
Sonic's got American flag underwear. Sonic goes by Buc-ee's.
So they keep the land looking vague enough so that, like, you know, if they want to say, hey, it is Earth, you know, it's just this part of Earth, you know.
Sonic pees red, white, blue. Doctor says it's pancreatic cancer.
Yes. It's patriotic cancer.
No! Nike. What you may not know is our real name is Nickel.
Hedgehog's gotta do what a hedgehog's gotta do.
Like, who came up with that?
Had a little help during that last part.
Yeah, they weren't helping us at all until that last part.
He in no way expected there would be any sort of help in that last part.
And see, this should have been the end of the Wisps. I mean, they could... It was okay to have them in Sonic Generations because, you know, celebration, but that should have been the end of it.
You're welcome.
He said my real name is Nickel.
He says you are welcome.
Oh,
Things translating pretty good.
that was
Finally got all the kinks out.
that was a hexadecimal,
Oh.
but I don't know what it spelled out.
Well, according to what Tails says, he's saying that...
Bye, my friends. I have to go. Just when I thought this thing would work.
Better late than never, buddy.
Alright,
Poison you
alright,
forever.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look it up. Is this the last cutscene?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, second. It's the last like detailed, cutscene.
Name is
Oh.
Our real name is Nykel. I can't with that one.
I don't like these unskippable credits. Project Sonic Colors.
Wait.
It's one of these interactive credit things. Credits.
The interface is kind of like a ripoff of Windows.
What is it? Oh,
I'm pulling it up here. Okay. Because first off, I'm going to see if he actually says you're welcome.
well, if it translates to there's no hope. You can right? It's just like something really dark or something.
It just translates to there is nothing, only the void.
Yeah. Help us see Sonic's future is doomed after right. Speak with your heart. That's the song. That's Whee! So all the actors down there. I'm just drilling around right now. This one, there's a post-credit scene, but like have to do this part.
I am busy decoding the message. 65, 65, 6B.
Did I tell you to do it?
Yeah. The iPhone couldn't read all of it. Okay.
So what about the really big lie of follow your heart?
Yeah, that's like a terrible idea.
Because all your heart can really say is boom, 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 boom. And you can't really translate that into actual English, so maybe a little Spanish, but not English.
6B21.
Well, that took us. What?
There actually is a hidden message in that cutscene.
What does it say?
The first part actually is what Sonic says.
Oh yeah.
And it says, if you can read this, you're a geek.
That's great. Wonder how many people know that.
I'm sure some people had to notice.
Oh, I know. This game's been out for almost 15 years. Yeah.
I noticed it when I started looking at the groupings of numbers. I was like, groups of 2. None of the numbers go above 9. Oh, no, actually, that would still be valid. I just realized there's groups of 2. None of the letters seem to go past F. And I was like, oh, that's hexadecimal. It's a numeric representation system.
Hexagonical.
Where it's, you know how we have 0 through 9 when we count 10 unique numbers?
Yeah.
Hexadecimal gives you 16 unique characters by being 10 through 9, A through F.
Huh. And also there were a bunch of numbers and such. What if we made our own gaming company called Hogganate Studios?
What the heck?
Hogganate.
Okay, inside every European there are 2 wolves. One talks trash about America, one begs America for military intervention and foreign aid.
Oh, here's our song.
Tonight.
Bright lights, gay all around.
Dudes making out all around.
Wait, can I just... Okay, I don't have unlimited, I was just wondering.
Oh, I could just do that.
You just do that. I'll keep on walking.
I just keep thinking about Sonic Team Intervention.
Oh, yeah. What's his name's face? And like that chick was rising up and he's just staring at the camera like...
It's so gross, she's like blowing him.
Yeah. Voice. Japanese voices. Did I care about the Japanese voices? English voice, Roger Craig Smith, and I think Tails has pretty much had the most amount of any Sonic character in any media. Tails has had the most amount of voices. Because they should, well, first of all, part of that is because they actually used to have kids voice Tails. It's just like, yay, little kid stuff, yay, let's see, big monstrous wisp, and kill us all. But why didn't they end this with a dance party?
Dance.
No way, those are movies, that's right. Like, all the kids' movies from like the 2010s, all the animated movies, all had like dancing scene, you know. It wasn't even a good type of dances, they were just stupid dances. Because I'm always gay. Just take my hand, we're gonna reach for your mom tonight. We're just gonna keep cubing this. Wow, it's 0 o'clock on my microwave because I forgot to set the time after the electricity randomly went out earlier.
Unskippable credits suck.
Yeah, especially when they're this long. Like, come on now.
I'll tell you, this got some of the longest daggone credits.
What?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Or Assassin's Creed. Holy balls.
What about, did you hear about how long Assassin's Creed Shadows credits were?
Oh, like 2 hours or something?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Like, you could watch...
You could start it, literally watch an entire movie, and still have time.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, you could watch almost the entirety of a Marvel movie. And by the time you get to the ending, you're getting close to the ending, that's when the credits end. I don't care about Sega Europe. Spark is barking in the background. Do 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 do. Row row. Manager.
Do you understand, Edger? I mean, you understand.
You understand, Andrew? It's the way he said that, like, so
Yeah.
plainly. Whee! You ever, you ever, no, now, Rayman Origins and I think also Legends has credits that are unskippable. Maybe one of them might be skippable, but like, it's also a thing where you like, you know, I'm sure the idea was like, hey, you can at least interact with stuff and you can do all this, but it gets repetitive really quickly.
Yep.
Bork, bork.
Bork.
Team Rocket.
That's up to the speed of.
Blast off at the speed of inner joke here. Oh, I think we're Sega. What the heck? Sega of Spain. Do you know what they should have had? Sega of America and Sega of Japan. That should have been it. But no, now we're in Sega of Benelux.
What?
Whatever it's called.
I wasn't looking.
Benelux or something like that. And then France. I mean, who cares about the French?
I don't.
Sega Australia.
We don't need to see all these. This isn't the PAL version.
Oh no. I don't remember if the remaster like made it where it was skippable, but yeah, we're probably gonna possibly pass an hour because of the credits. Never mind, we actually made it to the end. Physics by NVIDIA. Well, okay, now we're seeing the theme song stuff.
Okay.
Like, if you live in those countries and you play, you know, you have the then show them there, but like, good lord, or have it be skippable.
That's why I like games that just give you a credits option on the main menu.
Yeah.
See it at your leisure, or never.
Also, who names their freaking band Cash Cash? Cash Cow would be better. At least you'd be honest about your. Well, maybe they are being honest. That's what they made the band for, was cash. They're like, bro, we could talk about capitalism all we want. We're just being honest. That's what we're doing it for. We're here to make money. Universal Republic Records.
Into infinity and beyond.
What?
Nothing.
Oh. It's like the Wisps are just like... It's like, bro. Saga. So is this it's like this is a Smash Bros stage or something?
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
The heck?
They let out a bunch of yeah, and then we see the final cutscene. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Just getting sleepy. I'm having sleeping trouble recently. I keep waking up too early.
Sparkus keeps waking me up too early.
What I wouldn't give for the maddening silence of space right about now.
Calm down, guys.
Well, wasn't that silly?
No,
That was.
it was just dumb.
It was serious.
Kind of retarded.
And-
Gosh, I wasted my time.
Well, folks, that was it. That was Sonic Colors original on Wii. So join us next time for a different game. Until then, like, subscribe, and comment, and something else comedic. And then Andrew has to say, use your words. That is all, folks.